You know, I'm not gonna lie, but this one really was hard to watch. When you have an officer begging you, please don't do this, don't make me do this, because he knows it's gonna just fuck with him for, if not many, many years to come, for the rest of his life. And at the end of it all, it's either your life or theirs. And when he pleaded with him, please don't do this, please don't do this, like, it really got to me for some reason. I don't know why. This will be the last upload of the night, but I thought it would be a really good video to upload to end the night, just because of how you don't know how to really differentiate people's mentality, whether they're mentally ill or because their age they have, advanced stages of dementia where they could go out and really hurt somebody. I'm sure many of you may have seen the doorbell camera footage of an old lady who, walks up to a house and she's carrying a huge kitchen knife, and she's like, like trembling, like looking around and doesn't know like what's really going on. And, I know for a fact my grandmother would have been, not with the kitchen knife I'm saying, but she would have been like, walking to different houses and not knowing what the hell was going on because of her or of her dementia. And I hope this poor lady got the help that she needed. But it's been all over YouTube, that particular video. This one, it's hard to gauge. And I think that's where the police need a little bit more training, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I'll finish what I think my opinion is after I show you guys a video. But it's long. It kind of seems repetitive, but the outcome is really unexpected. And even though you might see the name and the outcome, it's not what you expect at the end. So just, yeah. It really kind of was like, oh man. But let me I almost forgot to switch back. All right, guys, let's get into this.
Here, Hey, Bubba, put the car in park and we'll talk outside. Can you put the car in park?
I can't park it in park because I already told you what's happening.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I'm not hurt. Oh, you understand what I'm saying?
I don't.
My name is James Zambrano.
Okay.
Yes. Very good. You can understand that, James Zambrano.
Okay.
Okay? And somebody's got a tap on my phone in here, and they know every minute what I'm doing. And I keep saying I'm going to either run through the window or I'm going to run into the car once he moves it. And they've already done that. I don't know how many times. I've already pissed my pants.
So why can't you step out of the car?
Because I'm not going to go out. I'm doing the same thing you're not. You're going to want me to get out of this car so they can try and get me.
Who?
Sir,
I can't help you. I can't help you if you...
All right, you don't have to help me, sir. I'm going to keep doing what I say. Okay?
What, driving around?
Yeah, I'll drive until the gas runs out. But they think I can do that every time I open a window and it steams up or something. No, I'm not moving. You're gonna have to kill me. You have to kill me, I guess.
How long you been in the car?
Oh, I've been in long enough to I can stay a long time. You don't know how many days
You been
I've
home?
been doing this now.
Have you been home?
106.3. And I mention it every time, what time it is. So
That's the radio
they
station.
got my phone plugged here, and that's the only way I'm saying it. My name is James Zambrano. You keep checking it out. Check out my name, James Zambrano.
Do you have family in the area?
Bring over here. Oh yes, I got family around here.
Why don't you call them and ask them for some
I
help?
already did.
What'd they say?
Yeah, I already did. If they get to the phone somehow, you know.
And what'd they say?
Sir, you're trying to make me say a whole bunch of things, so.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on, man.
Well, that's with everybody. You know how many cops stop me and want to know what's going on?
And what'd you tell them?
Because you guys keep doing the same thing. You're saying, you know, I'm a nut. I'm going to, you know, try to hurt somebody. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
I don't think anyone has your...
You know, I'm a veteran, for Christ's sakes. My name is James Zambrado. You can't tell me you're a cop. You can't find in 2 seconds who I am. My name is James Zambrado. Get on the phone and call. You'll find me out. I live in Port Richey, and I'm in at the, you know, racetrack right now. They know where I'm at. I've already told them long enough times.
I don't think there's anyone looking for you, Bubba.
Well, no, everybody knows where I'm at. I already said it 50 times over the phone, you know, in here, because I know they got a speaker in here. Because every time I try to do something, you know, now all of a sudden the state troopers come around, and then they go around there. The red car's been there all the time. The black car's been there.
They probably work here.
The pickup truck has been there.
That car just pulled in.
Now you're here.
I get gas here every morning. That truck just pulled in. I get gas here every morning, and they work here.
You know how many times they said, you're going to try to say a way to make me sleep or something? Because
I want you to go home and be safe.
if you move from that second, I will leave here and I'll run her into a gas pump. And then they're going to have to figure out why I ran it into a gas pump.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not. You think I'm going to die sooner or later? You guys, you know, they tell you I'm a nut. You know, I've already told you my name 100 times. If you can't find, I know you can find on that radio who I am, and that I'm not crazy. You know, I've acknowledged that since I was in this car from this morning. You know, so if they got my phone bugged inside the car, they know. And I told you my name, so if you don't believe me, and you don't want to check me out for real, and think that I'm some kind of nut that they're saying I'm some nut that I want to hurt somebody. I don't want to hurt nobody. My name is James Zambrado. I told it, I don't know how many times I got to tell you.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, you can find out very good on the phone.
You need to go home, man. You need to go home.
Huh?
You need to go home.
Oh, I know. I got to go home. I will. I'll either go home or I'll be dead, one of the two.
Go home, man.
I want to go home.
You can.
Go home.
Well, let me tell you this, James. Go home, okay? When you get in your home, call 911 if something happens.
I did that already. I did that today.
And what happened?
Nothing. Same crap. And then I got out of the door.
What happened? Why'd you have to call 911 at home?
They started following me again.
Who? How, where?
So you keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm not going to listen to you.
Okay, so what can I do for you right now?
What I'm going to do is, now that I'm in the car, I got enough seconds to get out of the car right there. You know.
You're going to do what?
Don't ask me more. I already told you my name.
I didn't hear you.
I
didn't hear you.
I am.
You're going to do what?
If you can't find who I am, then
James.
Don't ask me no more.
What are you going to do right now?
Don't worry what I'm going to do. Just move away from here. If you're going to try to gas me or...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, man.
Yeah, you're going to do something to try to make me fun. My car is...
No, I just want you to go home and be safe, James.
No, I'm not going to be safe. I'm going to be dead in one way or not. Whether I go home or not, I'm going to be dead. You know where I'm at. You know who got the phone that is in my car.
Hey, man, how long you been awake for?
You can... hey, I can listen to this. You know how long I'm going?
James, I don't know what anyone else has told you. I'm just talking to you.
Hey,
how long you been awake for?
I've had enough time, even if you think, here's another call.
They get gas in here, man. Hey, why don't we go inside and get a coffee?
All right. Keep it up.
Why don't we go inside and get a coffee?
Okay, just keep see, now you got all kinds of guys that you don't think I want to run into. I'll run into anything. You know, it takes 2 seconds to me to hit it.
You're gonna go to jail then. You're gonna go to jail if you do that.
I know I don't want to. I don't want to.
Come inside, let's get a coffee.
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me, and I don't want.
Hey James,
all right.
let's go get a coffee.
You keep saying that thing over and over again until you figure out a way to, shut me off. It's still cool enough in the car, whether I shut the second window or not. There's enough to make me live long enough. I got enough gas in here to make me last long enough. Once it gets too cold and the hot, steamy winds come up, that's what they were trying to do all day. Steamy. Once they turned their emergency lights on, they freaking thinks like my windows are going to steam up and then nobody has to stop me because I have my emergency lights on. What do you think I have my emergency lights on for?
We're trying to find out, man.
No.
Hey, please, like, go inside. I'll buy you a water or a coffee or something like that.
Second shot to hit my emergency lights.
You want me to buy you a water?
And you stop me if my emergency lights are on.
See, I mean, you obviously know right off the bat that he is either, has a mental disability or is showing the early stages of Alzheimer's / dementia. I remember I couldn't have thanked even though she decided to divorce my uncle after 50 years, which makes I'm not here to talk about that. But I couldn't have taken care of my grandmother without her, because whenever my grandmother had to go use the restroom, I had to carry her and physically put her on the toilet. But of course I never, cleaned her up or anything, because you could still kind of see like the look in her eyes, and thank God my aunt was there, because she would help me. And she would be the one there to, clean her up and, do all that stuff when, it pertained to, women things. And I remember so many times my grandma just sitting there, and we're all, in the living room, and she's like, "Who's that lady that keeps on coming over?" And we're like, "Grandma, that's your daughter-in-law. That's your son's wife." And she's like, "No, that's not his wife. Who is that lady that keeps on coming over? She beat me. She tried to drag me out of here by my hair. She was kicking me and stomping on me." And of course, that was the furthest thing from the truth. I mean, my aunt watched over her like a saint. And again, I could not have done it without her. And I'm so grateful for her help. A lot of people in the family, they couldn't provide the help, needed, because they have their own lives. And, I know each and every one of them love their grandmother with all their heart. I just happen to be in a position, and my mother in a position, and my aunt in a position to where, we could devote our time to, really watch over my grandmother. And I'll tell you one thing. I know I kind of start going off in, these long rants, but one thing that had pissed me off so bad was I had hurt my back real, real bad, because, of course, I had that hairline fracture, and my exercise every single day was to go play basketball. And usually there was the same guy there. He was this older guy that had a freaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook that I just could not block. And I mean, it didn't look like this guy was like, white man can't jump, but I mean, he was like a shark. Like, I usually beat him, but not as easy as I thought I would. I mean, here I was able at the time to dunk, and I could shoot that three-pointer. Like, I almost felt like Michael Jordan out there against him. But he gave me a run for his money. And, it just was like, I'd come home with my back hurting real bad. And so one day, the very first time I had taken it, before they found out I had a hairline fracture, was a Vicodin. And I remember it making me feel real like I don't know how to describe it, like out of it, like whoa, like this is not what I was expecting. I just thought like the pain was gonna go away. I didn't think I was gonna get all like I don't know how to like describe it. Just some people are like, oh, doesn't it feel good? Like, oh, euphoric and all that. I'm like, fuck no. Like I want my senses about me. I don't want to feel fucking out of it. And while I take that Vicodin, I'm on the floor. And you know what? Because I'm a bigger guy, it says take 1 to 2 tablets every 2 to 4 hours for pain. And this was in 1990. No, excuse me, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, when Vicodin was still a Scheduled 3 substance, so they could the doctor would send refills, and usually he would put 7 refills, so that was 700 tablets. For it didn't matter how, she could finish it in 2 months, and he would send 7 more. The doctors did the same thing with my dad, except he was on a Schedule 2 Percocet, oxycodone, and they gave him these giant ass vials that were like that big, like at least 8 inches tall. And I don't know how many, but I mean I know there was like 125 somewhere around there, and he'd fucking take those in a week. But anyways, I digressed. I I'm laying there on the floor, and I have the headphones on, and it's just me and my grandmother that day because my stepfather had taken my mom to Pueblo. My stepfather was the type of man that he had to be out and about. Like he was like, we used to make fun of him. He was like worse than a woman. He loved shopping, and it's because he had the money to do so. He, would always buy like little knickknacks here and there, or things that he thought, might be worth money one day or whatever. And so they're way out in Pueblo, and I decided, okay, I just got back from the gym. My fucking back is killing me. I had a computer, but it was on the lowest rack of this, 3-tier rack. So I'm laying on the floor with an ice pack on there on this Vicodin, and I'm just playing, solitaire. All of a sudden, I just hear boom, a crash, and I just hear, her yelling, and I'm like, oh shit, please God, no. So I take off my headphones and I go running to her, and she tried to get up out of her bed. And her bed had railings because it was a hospital bed. She wasn't in hospice, but it was to prevent her from trying to get out of the bed like this. And all she had to do was call me because I had the volume on the thing so low that I could hear her. But not only could I hear her falling, I could feel the upper floor just tremble. And I'm like, oh, shit. And so I go rushing over to her, and she's just laying on the ground, and she ended up breaking her leg and her hip. And I'm like, Grandma, just please stay still. Hold on. So I went, grabbed a Vicodin, I crushed it up. I put it in some water. I diluted it very, very well because she couldn't swallow a whole pill. And then I gave it to her, and that really, helped her feel a lot better. So the paramedics come, and I tell them, look, I was like, can you please mark down that I gave my grandmother a 500 hydrocodone. Vicodin's just the name brand, the expensive name brand. Hydrocodone or Norco is the actual drug. And then acetaminophen, of course, is just Tylenol. So, I know they ended up coming out with just hydrocodone tablets. Like they did the same with Percocet, oxycodone tablets. And the reason why I know so much about this was because when I was working at the VA Medical Center, I actually had to write an SOP that was published throughout all the VAs through the United States on how to properly handle, these narcotics when they were coming back in through the mail. And since we handled logistics, we would often see, tons of these packages coming back that said, the resident is deceased. Resident didn't leave a forwarding address. Resident didn't answer the phone or answer the door or sign for the package. And so they were basically sticking huge red labels on there as a, hey, guess what? I'm, a pill that you could sell to, or, get real high off of. And, there was a lot of pills that went missing. And so they brought the DEA in, and, luckily at the time, going through all the shit I was with the divorce and all that, even if I wasn't going through all that, there would be no guilt on my part. But, I didn't, none of my employees or myself had, extra money in the bank account. Our urine tests were completely clean. All that stuff was, completely fine, because that shit is extremely toxic. And that's the point I'm getting to, is that I tell the paramedics when they get there, I said, listen, I gave her a 5 of 500, 1.5 1.5 hydrocodone with acetaminophen, 5 of 500. So she took 750 grams of Tylenol, and then she took about 10 grams, or 7.5 grams of hydrocodone. And they're like, okay, we'll mark it. So we get to the hospital, and we're all standing there outside her room, knowing that she's going to need surgery on her hip or anything. It wasn't a life, it wasn't going to be the end of her life or anything. But I don't know why. Maybe it was just that instinct of always wanting to protect her. But my mom got there just, in the nick of time to listen to me. And then finally I grabbed the doctor. But while we're standing outside her room, I could hear her heart monitor. First it's going beep, beep, beep. But then little by little, the more and more I'm having conversations, like with my sister-in-law, my cousins, it starts going beep, 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 like real low, and slowing the fuck down, like really, really slow. And I'm like, hold on, guys. I go and run and grab a fucking a nurse practitioner. I'm like, that shit ain't normal. Her heart monitor, her heartbeat is dropping. And I said, God damn it. I told the fucking paramedics when they came and got her that I gave her, this exact much of hydrocodone, because she was in such excruciating pain. And did they even mark that down? And they didn't mark it down. Oh my God. What they did was they OD'd her. And luckily, Narcan was, I forgot what year it was invented. Let me see, because I know they were able to, let me see. So yeah, they were able, Narcan's been around since 1971. So why they didn't implement it more often, for a lot of OD cases is beyond me. But, they started shooting her up with Narcan, or Narcan, whatever people like to call it. And it got her out of that. Then all of a sudden the heart rate starts going up again. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are lucky I didn't sue their asses, because I blatantly told them, like, several times, I gave her this. Please do not give her any more unless when she gets to the hospital and the doctors know what she's taken, and they do not give her another substance as such, because those substances, what they do is they calm the nervous system, and then they shallow your breathing. And so when that happens, that's why people OD. It's because your breath becomes so shallow, you're not taking in enough oxygen. And that scared the living shit out of me. And if she weren't on her meds, and I'm not talking about hydrocodone anymore or narco, but I'm talking about some of her other meds. I came home another time from playing basketball, and hito in Spanish means like my son or my kid or my, like my boy. And she was always known for being a great cook. And I usually cry when I say that, but I'm going to say this story, but I'm going to stay strong. She goes, hey, Hito, you hungry? And this is, at the beginning stages of me losing weight and everything. And I'm like, not really, Grandma, but thank you. She's like, well, I made you something to eat. I'm like, oh, did you? I was like, well, I'll take some. What I would normally do is just, grab it and then, throw it away because it was too greasy. And, she was the fucking bomb cook. I mean, neighborhood kids loved her pizza from scratch, her empanadas, her enchiladas. I mean, everything from scratch. They would always come over, and each and every one of my friends, even at the age of 7, were like, God, we feel like, being around a saint when we're around your grandma. And she was like that. And my mom got that same type of traits as well. But I go into the kitchen, and she had cut up some potatoes. And instead of using oil, she used Dawn dish soap as oil. And I mean, I just broke the fuck down, like right there. Like, I lost her forever, And I wish in a perfect world that with every cop, their partner, one of them would be, trained how they're trained today, and the other one would be, trained just like their partner, but also be trained in the mental health industry to recognize patterns of mental health disabilities and what it can do to people. And like I said, that's in a perfect world, but that's never going to happen. It would help so many people, but let's continue on.
There's no reason to stop me. If they're out.
Hey James, can I buy you a water inside or a drink?
No. They already tried giving that to me too.
James, can you please at least put it in neutral? Okay.
Sorry, you're not going to talk to me. Well, maybe you will talk to me then.
Hey, talk. Hey.
That fuck there, right there.
Hey, I wanna show you something. I wanna show you something. Listen to me. I want to show you something. Can you put the car in neutral? Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? James.
You're not going to tell me that.
I want to show you something. Hey, Bubba. I want to show you something. Can you put the car in neutral? Hey. Do you want to talk to my supervisor? You want to talk to my supervisor? James. Do you want to talk to my supervisor?
What do you mean? Is he just sitting there?
Rolled up to me and he's saying that he's never heard the gas pump or too smutty or something himself. You need to step out of the car.
What are you doing? I can't hear you.
Don't talk to me. I already told him my name.
You signal.
Don't talk to me. I'm
What are you reaching for?
There's another sheriff.
Don't reach for anything.
He's coming crazy.
I'm not.
What are you doing here today?
I'm not crazy.
What are you doing here today?
Trying to make me go to sleep or something. But I got enough gas in my car.
He thinks people are listening to him on the radio.
Yeah, you think I'm a millionaire or something? I got all this money?
See him phone.
No, we're just trying to figure out if you're okay. We're only here
No,
to...
I'm not in any kind of pain. I can last another 5 or 6 hours. I got
Wow.
enough gas to last another whole 5 hours.
Well, where are you headed?
Bentley,
Where are you headed at?
tell anybody where I'm headed.
You don't have to tell us, but I want to make sure you're in a condition. I want to make sure you're in a condition you should be driving.
Sir, cool enough. I already told him many times my name. You know, he knows my name. He looked at my license plate.
Did you already look him up?
Nothing like this the whole time. Because he's saying by moving in
Eventually, you guys are going to get very tired. And you're going to figure out a way to block me. He's already tried to block me in I don't know how many times tonight. So don't even try.
People tried to block you in?
Yes, yes.
Huh. Wonder, is there a silver alert or anything?
You don't have to keep saying. Somebody-
Run that tag, please.
If you do, you know, the gas pump's going, so I'm going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, we're here to make sure you don't die.
Well, no, you know. If you were, you'd get in your car and not think of it.
Well,
I already told you my name. I told you where I was. My name is James Zambrano.
what's today's date?
What do you mean, what's today's date?
What's today?
Now you want to know what date it is, so I can lose my mind eventually?
I don't want you to lose your mind. I'm asking if you know what today's date is or who the president is.
But it passed a little bit now, so in a couple hours ago.
Right. Who's the president? Did you vote for him? Is he your president?
Biden.
Yeah.
Trump was against him.
Okay. So you want to get moving on your own, is what you're saying now? You want to drive, go somewhere?
No, I don't want to go in there. I want to go right here, so I know I got to hit something before you guys try to talk me to sleep.
Talk you to
I'm
sleep.
not going to do that. I already told you my name, sir. Don't keep trying to, find out. Now you got enough guys around here. I told you my name. They still will investigate, I told you my name.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was a nut, you think I want to die? You think I want to die and hit that gas pump so I blow up? That's what's going to happen.
Hmm? No, you didn't hit it. You haven't hit it.
There's the red car again. I could have hit that car how many times tonight in this parking lot.
You been in this lot all night?
That red car right there, I could have jumped that a long time ago tonight.
Hmm.
I know you think you're gonna try to keep it. Oh, yeah, now he's gonna move over here.
He's just checking the car to make sure nothing's
That's
hit.
all right. That's all right. Keep doing that. You think you can save me if I don't do that police car?
Why would you do that? You don't seem like the type of person that
I
wants.
can't move the pump. I had to move that damn car.
You don't seem like the type of person that wants to hit anybody.
All right. Don't come any closer.
Don't move your
car like that.
I'm just standing here.
If you move 1 second,
bothers
I'm
me.
going to
That's why
run
I'm
into
not
your
this
police
close.
car.
do that. That's going to be a very. Why would you do that, sir?
I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
Why would you do it?
Don't worry about it.
my sergeant. Why would you want to run into a police car?
Well, that's his car. His car's going to get hurt.
Why? Why do you want to hurt our cars?
Stop it. I don't even want to hear it no more. I don't even want to hear it no more. Don't try to you're trying to talk me out of my, just don't try to talk. I got enough gas in here, long enough to hit your car, the turn car, or something. If I was a nut, I wouldn't keep telling you that. Now you got another guy here. You've got 4 against 1 person.
You know, you're saying you're going to ram the police car, so of course we're going to have more people here.
Okay. Well, eventually, I guess you're going to make me fall asleep.
Ask me what we can do what can we do to help you?
Gas in the car.
I don't know that you should be driving tonight. That's the problem that we have.
I shouldn't be driving. No, I know.
Have you had anything to drink?
I'm 77 years old.
Have you
I
drank?
shouldn't be driving. I'm a veteran.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I know enough people. including you guys. If I was a nut,
He's afraid we're gonna make him go to
I
sleep.
sure the hell don't want to hurt anybody's car. Why not? Until I get to that pump that I can run into it.
Why do you want to run into the pump?
Don't even talk to me no more.
You just said you want to run into it.
Don't talk.
We're not saying that.
If you want to do it, shoot me now, okay?
We don't want to shoot you.
Just do it. Shoot me now.
We just want to talk to you. That's all.
Eventually, I'm going to die anyway. So just go ahead and shoot me now.
We don't want to shoot you, sir.
Well,
We want to help
I
you.
know you want to do something.
All right, don't get in front of that car because I don't want him to run into you because he will.
Now you got another guy here. You've got four against one person.
Well, you're saying you're going to ram the police car, so of course we're going to have more people here.
Okay. Well, eventually, I guess you're going to make me fall asleep.
Ask me what we can do what can we do to help you?
Gas in the car.
I don't know that you should be driving tonight. That's the problem.
Shouldn't be driving. No, I know.
Have you had anything to drink?
77 years old.
Have you drank?
Shouldn't be driving. I'm a veteran. You know.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I've known enough people, including you guys. If I was a nut,
I'm afraid we're going to make him go to
I
sleep.
sure the hell don't want to hurt anybody's car. Why would they?
Well, no, I don't want you to. I don't want you to hurt anybody. I don't want you to get hurt either.
Well, you're gonna make me hurt. Once another car moves or another person.
He's either going to
Why do you think you can't be driving?
tell someone or upset to investigate and find out who it was.
Well, I am. I'm trying to figure out why we're here. It's what? That's what everybody's trying to do.
6:30 in the morning.
If you're not worried about it, then why are you all staying in here? Why don't you get back in the car where I told you to put again? You know what this time was on the car then?
106.3?
Yeah. Didn't drive, otherwise I would have
Yeah. Don't lie and say you did something. You already know. You're seeing the time on my radio.
I think this morning, but I don't know if you should be driving.
It still says that I talked to you on that radio.
Talking about random
The mileage
bumps
is
when
still
we
there.
got here.
And I can last long enough.
Do you know where he lives?
Port Richey. You live with anybody? You got a wife or anything?
I already told you enough stuff. You
Oh,
know my
okay.
name. Know where I'm at. I guess you all want to get involved. It's going to be investigated sooner or later. If I run into your police car, it's going to investigate.
We're not going to investigate the voices in your car.
Why would you want to run into anybody's police car? It doesn't even make sense.
5 years.
Why do you want to run into anybody's car? That's what
I
I
don't
want
want
to
to
know.
do anything to anybody's car. Don't keep telling me that.
Well, what do you want to do?
Gas in my car.
Where do you want to go? Where are you leave? Where are you going to head? Where are you trying to get to? You're parked illegally at the gas station, blocking the pumps right now. Where are you trying to go?
I'm not going to park the pump long enough until I get to that pump, then I can run into it.
Why do you want to run into the pump?
Don't even talk to me anymore.
You just said you want to run into it.
Don't talk.
We're not saying that.
If you want to do it, shoot me now. Okay?
We don't want to shoot you.
Just do it. Shoot me now.
We just want to talk to you. That's all.
Actually, I'm going to die anyway. So just go ahead.
We don't want to shoot you, sir. We want to help you. All right, don't get in front of that car. I don't want to run into you. I don't think you can stop here. Yeah.
What's your name again, sir? I just got here.
You know my name. Ask
What's
him.
his name?
I'm pretty sure it's James.
James.
He knows my name.
Hey, James, do me a favor.
Watch your car, dog. I don't want you to get hit.
Do me a favor, James. Can you just put it in park for me? So we can talk to you? All right. Just put it in park for me, that's all. We don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to move. I just need you to put it in park for me, that's all.
I don't know if we have to work for him. I mean, I don't want him to get away.
I just don't want to
Yeah, he's just not in a condition to drive. But I can't open the door for him to let him drive.
I can't hear you.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna sit in the car.
Well, that's why
And it's gonna be a week before back.
I can't hear you. Put your window down. James, we're just talking to you, that's all. You're not in any trouble. Do me a favor, put your car in park for me.
he's gonna hit this thing any second. Do you realize if you go any further, your tires are going to get popped?
We need him in the back.
Is it locked? What'd you get from Checkers? You're not afraid to die? We don't want you to die. That's the problem. We're here to help you. What's that? I'm not getting in. I'm just talking to you. I can't hear you because you closed the window.
I can't hear you, James.
Why don't you put it in park just for a minute? Put it in park. Sir, you're about to hit stop sticks and blow your tires out. Don't go forward. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Or they won't work.
Bobby, grab yourself. We're stuck on the other one.
Hey, you're not in that fucking car, dude. You better back up, man, because if you hit me, it's not going to be a good day.
James, just put it in park, okay?
James, your tires are flat, bro.
James,
Your tires are flat. Bobby, throw them.
get out of the way, that's all.
What are you doing?
James, put the car.
What are you doing, James? What are you trying to do here, bud? What are you trying to do?
James, just put the car in park, that's all.
Don't
you
reach
swing
for
it,
anything.
James.
Do not reach for anything.
It's a gun. Hey!
Do not. Do not. Do not. Put your hands up. Bash the window. Put the windows up. Hey, put the window down. Put that gun down now. Put the gun down. I do not want to do this. Put the gun down.
Oh, that right
Put
there.
the gun. I do not want to do this, sir.
Oh, I feel so bad for the cop right there, man. I feel so terrible for the cop right there.
Put that gun down now. Put the gun down. I do not want to do this. Put the gun down. Put the gun. I do not want to do this, sir. Please do not do this. Please do not do this. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Do not, sir, please do not do this.
Oh,
Do
my
not
God,
do
this
this.
is kind of like
Listen to
heartbreaking
me. Yes, you do. I'm looking at it. Lift your hand up. Lift your hand up. Put your hand on the steering wheel now. Put your hand on the steering wheel. Now. Put the hand on the steering wheel. Do not touch that. I see it. It's got a brown handle. Do not do it. Do not do it. I don't want to shoot you, sir. It's the last thing I want to do. Don't do it. Please do not do it. No.
Oh,
Do
man,
not do
I
it.
feel bad for
Please do not do this to me. I do not want to live with this. Look at me. I don't want to.
God damn it, man. This is like one of the hardest ones to watch.
Don't do it. Please do not do it. No. Do not do it. Please do not do this to me. I do not want to live with this. Look at me. I don't want to live with this. No. I don't want to. Please do not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not going to die, bro. I don't want to. Please, James, do not lift it. James, don't do it. Please do not do this, sir. Sir, don't do it. You want to drive? Is that what you want to do? Do not do that. Listen to me. Listen to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, don't do it. Don't do it, James. James, please. James, listen to me. Bobby, move over if he drives because I got to stay on him. Don't do it. Somebody pepper spraying you. Do not do it. Don't do it. Please, please, listen to me. Do not do it. Do not do it. No, you're not. You are not. Somebody come pepper spray inside. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to me. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not lift your hand. Watch his hand. Watch his hand. Watch his hand. Somebody watch his hand. Somebody watch his hand. Somebody else get over here too.
I'm watching the hands. Hands still up. I still got hands.
Somebody else get over here too. Make sure he doesn't put it in reverse, guys.
Hey, hands, hands, hands up! He's got the gun. Put your hands. Golf stick, shots fired. Hands up! Let me see your hands! Hands up! Hands up!
Sir, he's still alive. I got him.
Start fire rescue.
Hey, get over there. Get over there. Check where his hands are.
That is such a hard one to watch. And, yeah. If you guys run across it, let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts and your opinions. You know, should they implement some type of, you know, ride-along person who is trained in mental disabilities, trained in how, you know, a lot of these older folks, you know, may be suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, you name it, to make them act out this way. To be carrying a gun, I mean, for all we know, that could have been, you know, like my stepfather used to own all these antique guns that they wouldn't fire, but at one point they used to, but they didn't fire anymore. And, you know, what if that was the case? I mean, it's heartbreaking. I really feel bad when that cop says, please don't make me do this. He doesn't want to live with that. And these cops do have to live with this. So, anyways, guys, yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys got a little something out of what I post. I know it's not always the, you know, sunshines and rainbows type of stuff, but yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, a lot of my subscribers suggested I start a social media, you know, accounts, and so my Twitter is at Francisco FRAN as in Nancy CISCO, and then 3 1s, the number 1. So 3 of those, 111, and that's my, because I'm the third, and I have a twin brother who's a piece of shit. Anyways, on Instagram, it's Cisco. That's CISCO, and I believe it's. Let me see here. I'm still fairly new with it, so it's Cisco CISCO 213RZ, and that's where you can find me on Instagram. I haven't really posted much there yet, so if you guys want to ask me questions, if you guys want to, you know, suggest topics, you know, you might be able to reach me faster on there than here on Facebook. And since a lot of my subscribers asked me to create it, I haven't got too many followers or anything yet, so they told me to create it for nothing. So yeah, you guys are more than welcome to follow me. And again, thank you so much to the people who decided to subscribe to me. Like I said, I feel like I have 100,000 subscribers with the ones that I have. You guys are fucking awesome. And when I hit that 1,000 mark, I'm definitely gonna do an awesome giveaway, and I'm gonna continue to do that for every mark that I hit, because I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to stay optimistic that, once March rolls around and I have, some time on my hands and I'm going to go out there and buy a real nice camera, I'm going to start doing a lot more of my own content, putting in a lot more time and effort on my content. And maybe, who knows, maybe one day if I do get monetized, I could put in the time and effort that a lot of these other guys do. Writing the script, editing it, or hiring an editor, having the music written, doing all the things that, some of your bigger YouTubers do. And if that's a goal that I want to pursue other than acting, because right now acting's on my main radar, and I just got hired on for another gig, which now is 3 gigs in the past 6 months. So that's pretty, well, no. June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so since June, I've done 3 YouTube commercials and 2 feature films. But like I said, and I've said this before, I never said like, oh yeah, I'm the main protagonist or I'm the main antagonist. I have speaking roles. I don't know how much of it they're going to edit out. They might edit the whole thing out and I'll be like, oh man, that sucks. But at least they're going to give me credit and IMBD credit. Or is it internet? IMDb credit, which, a lot of talent agents want you to have before they sign you on, because God rest her soul. I don't know where she is, but my former talent agent, she hasn't contacted me since COVID. So I'm extremely, worried about her. So I hope she's doing okay. But again, feel free to follow me. Hit the like button or bell and all that stuff. And yeah, I will see you next time, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening. And you will be seeing this mug tomorrow. So peace, guys.